Alright, how are we all going? Everybody finished? Selke, how much weight's on that, mate? Well, I don't care if Malo challenges you to a competition. We're not bench pressing 500 pounds. That's ridiculous. You'll hurt yourself. Alright, has everybody finished their circuits? Yes. Selke, Malo, stop that. Oh! Are you okay, guys? Jesus, somebody get some ice, will you? Felipe, don't run! Oh! God, nobody move. Nobody move. I'll call an ambulance. Hi guys, I'm Aussie and welcome to episode 48 of the First Star Challenge with Everton, our bid to win the Champions League for the club for the first time. And as you've just seen, we had a training session from hell as we lost both Selke and Malo. Selke with a pulled abdominal muscle, as you can see there, just behind my head probably. He's out for, he's coming back relatively soon. It was about a couple of weeks ago now. But he pulled an ab muscle lifting weights. Malo got a sports hernia lifting weights. And then Luis Felipe, a lower back stress fracture. It said it was from slipping and falling. So I can only assume that was going to get ice to help the two guys that had hurt themselves lifting weights. So a training session from hell, and it leaves us a little bit short-handed as we come into today's games against Atletico Madrid in the Champions League, and then away to West Brom, who are 5th in the Premier League. So actually ahead of us, which is going to be a tough game, obviously. Now, since last episode where we did get a solid win away from home at Atletico Madrid, we've had 2 games and mixed results, I would say. First up was Middlesbrough. Now, we absolutely gifted them 3 goals in this game. As Sombolonga, we handed him a hat-trick. That sort of cancelled out an own goal from Alfie Mawson, Luis Felipe and Davie Selke. Before they got injured, did get on the score sheet for us. Lafont, he let us down a little bit, as did Tar. They both, let's just call them howlers in that one for 2 of their goals, and the penalty as well. So, yeah. We should have won that game. We scored 3 goals, but we made up for it against Swansea. Every now and again, we just have it in it just to explode with goals. 4 against Leicester, 6 against Palace, 6 against Crystal Palace, and then we got 5 here against Swansea. Raphinha, back from injury, got a double. Terry Cooke helped himself to a double. Nikola Vlasic got one in the 91st minute as well. But you can see from the player ratings, absolutely smashed them. We were ruthless in this game. It was a really, really good performance. And have a quick look at the league tables, and you can see big game in the Champions League coming off. We avoid defeat. That's Atletico Madrid done. A game against Palace to come, and we would be 2 points ahead. So avoid defeat here, I think, is the key. And in the Premier League, you can see we're getting better. We're up to 6 now. I mean, we're goal difference away from 10th. So it's very, very close to top 10. 7 points off top isn't ideal, but we just need to push into that top 4 just to make sure that we're going to be sort of there or thereabouts. West Brom is ahead of us, but ahead of them, it's sort of the usual suspects, isn't it? So it's not going to be necessarily the easiest thing. Let's have a look at the team that we are sending out to play Atletico Madrid. Now, as I said, in the one training session, we lost Davie Selke and Malo to weightlifting injuries, and then Luis Felipe to a slip and fall, basically. So Malo's gone for a little while. He's 4 weeks with he was the hernia. Yeah, he's the hernia. Luis Felipe's a lower back stress fracture, which sounds not the greatest thing. He's gone for relatively seriously, 5 to 6 weeks. Stark is still about 2 weeks away, which gives us a bit of a centre back crisis. And then Selke should be back soon. He was the ab muscle, I think. So he might even be back for West Brom. But this is the team that we're sending out. It's Lafont in goal. It's Tymone, Tar, Pennington, and Kenny as a back 4. Now we're expecting them to play 4-4-2, and ideally I'd like to play a back 3 so we have sort of the extra central defender. But we're running a little bit short on central defenders, so we can't really do that. Witzel and Davies are going to go in midfield. Richarlison, Vlasic, and Bernard are the wingers. Richarlison's been complaining about first-team football, so we're going to give him and Bernard the start here. Raphinha played last game. He's just coming back from injury. Where was Raphinha? I'm tempted to give him to keep Richarlison and Raphinha and maybe leave Bernard on the bench here. But we'll go with Bernard. He's good for us. And then Calvert-Lewin, he goes up top. Terry Cooke, though, on the bench and primed after his double against Swansea. So they do indeed go with the 4-4-2. It's not ideal. I'm still wondering if I should have gone with my instinct formation-wise and just put Holgate or Stuart Taylor, who did really well when he played against... Who did he play against? Swansea, I think it was. Go out and have some fun tonight. We just want to take the pressure off here. Finish off, take on from where you left off. Over to you. Let's just go have some fun. Some passionate, we have faith. Try and get a little bit of green going here. And yeah, let's see how we go. Like I say, ideally I think having won at Atletico Madrid, we can get away with a draw here. Sorry if I'm a bit nasally. I feel like I've got a bit of a cold or something coming on, so if I sound more nasally than usual, apologies for that. I should say as well, there will be a Goals of the Month in this episode. Swansea heavy. as you would imagine, but we did score some good ones. All right, here's Bernard over a free kick. Oh, it's gone in from Witsel. It's his first goal for the club. Axel Witsel. I don't know what's happened. The keeper looks like he may have... I don't know what's happened. The keeper should have had that covered. I don't know if he's flapped at it, if he's punched it out. What has happened here? It looks like the goalkeeper's scorpion kicked it in. He hasn't. Witzel's got the final touch, but the goalkeeper's had an absolute nightmare there, and we are 1-0 up. Excellent, excellent stuff. All right, come on, boys. They've had a few shots. They're a direct team as well. So we are sitting a little bit deeper defensively. Leon's taking the lead against Powak, but you would expect that. Vlasic over a free kick here. He scored from here already this season. That is well claimed by the goalkeeper. Casual as you like. Just, caught it right in front of us. Now, Powak's equalised. That would be an excellent result for us if they can take anything from our opposition. That puts us first. Pennington with a decent tackle. Cross comes in. It's Timon is there. Oh, it's flashed past the post. Lafont is just beginning to show signs of being, let's say, less than world class. I've had a word with him, and I've had a word with Tar as well, because they as I said, they have been a little bit not injury prone. That's the rest of the team, but they've been a little bit mistake prone just the last few games. It cost us 2 points against Middlesbrough. I think even the goal that Swansea scored was a free kick, but there was, maybe it was last episode, there was one or two mistakes that we've got away with them because we've been scoring goals, but they haven't been mistake free by any means. So we take 1-0 at the break, wouldn't we? That's fine. I'm gonna, what do I say to this? You've played well. Maybe you're passionate. You've played well. There's room for improvement, and then we'll try and anyone that's not playing well, just calmly say, get your act together. This is not good signs here. Not good signs. A little bit more green, please, game here. All right, not playing well. We'll just, before I forget, we'll tell Calvert-Lewin not to get himself sent off. He's not having the best game, old Calvert-Lewin, is he? He's one of those guys I'm finding that he's either brilliant or he's nothing. There's no sort. He's not your James Milner type. You know, your 7 out of 10 every week. He's either really good or quite poor. So that being said, we'll give it a little bit of time here. I am wondering, actually, now that we started the second half, do we take out the 10, put in the DMs to sort of shuffle everybody back one? Or do we take out Vlasic and put on a centre-back so we get our 3 at the back? With 3 up front with wingers. Why don't I like that? There's nothing about that sort of says it's wrong. Ball's ricochet out to Vlasic here. If we can get a second goal, then we might actually look to do that. 2-0 up. Just look to protect it. Bernard, he can't win the header. Witzel's there again. Can Witzel get Davie? Oh, it's Richarlison! Oh, it's a decent save. Excellent pass from Witzel, wasn't it, to pick out Richarlison there. This is a promising start to the second half as well. Corner comes in, it's headed clear, and that is the highlight there. Let's give this a demand more. Vlasic isn't having his best game anyway. Do I want to do that? It's really defensive though, isn't it? It's a super defensive move to make. I do wonder if having Vlasic there is just kind of occupying the sort of their defense and their midfield, giving them something to think about. Leon's gone back in front. I'm not really expecting cross into the box. It's not being very well dealt with. Kenny does eventually hack it clear. Calvert-Lewin has it now. Out for Richarlison. He has been complaining about first team football. That's a good ball. It's there for Bernard. It's a tap in for Bernard. Richarlison to Bernard is just an absolute. It's a what's the word I'm looking for? It's like not a Congo line, a production line of goals, isn't it? It can be a Congo line of goals as well. That's fine. But look at that. Just a stunning ball from Richarlison. And how many goals have we seen like that? Richarlison to Bernard. Bernard to Richarlison. They're just machines, aren't they? The centre-backs are playing well, which is good to see. Now we're 2 goals up. I think we can maybe afford to go a little bit more defensive here, can't we? We'll go Holgate for Vlasic. We'll go the extra defender. We'll keep the wingers. We might actually stumble across something here, you know, because yeah, I don't hate the look of that against the team, like a team playing 4-4-2. I do like the extra centre-back. I just feel like it. You know, you're not going man for man at the back then. Of course, if they push their wingers forward, then you can actually find your back four going man for man. Yeah, my instinct is that this could work. We do need our wingers tracking the fullbacks back there, Carlson. I know you're excellent going forward, dude, but you've got to do your defensive work as well. Let's give them some praise. I'm not thrilled with how Calvert-Lewin is doing. Without the number 10, though, I do wonder if we need to play a complete forward. Let's bring Terry Cooke on anyway. I think Terry Cooke is beginning to learn the complete forward role, which is good, because that's sort of the next step in his development, is sort of being able to sort of link everything together, not just be a goal scorer. 10 minutes to go, 2-0 up. There's a ball up there for Terry Cooke. He goes early for Bernard. That's a stunning pass. Bernard! Oh, it's the game now. What a stunning pass from Terry Cooke. 6 goals a year for Bernard. And that is that, surely now. Let's have another look at this pass. Terry Cooke, look at that, dropping into the space in midfield. And look at that pass. That is absolutely sumptuous. Into the stride of Bernard. One touch, and then it's in the back of the net, second time of asking. What a goal that is. That is absolutely lethal. I'm tempted to give him the concentrate here, but we'll just sort of see how we go. 3-0 against... We are good, aren't we, at home in the Champions League? We have dismantled some very, very good teams at Goodison. This is looking good as well. Holgate, Witzel, get the Olays going at home. Tar out there for Bernard. Can he... I mean, he owes an assist, doesn't he? He's on a hat-trick as well, of course, now himself. That's a stunning ball again. Richarlison! Oh, decent save. Again, Bernard to Richarlison, one winger to the other at the back post. We're so dangerous with that passing avenue, I guess, isn't it? All right, Bernard again. What can he do? Wrong foot. He does prefer to play on the left, old Bernie, doesn't he? So fair enough there. We'll let him have that one. I don't necessarily want to make any more subs here. We'll keep players that aren't playing. Oh, it's a goal back. Is there time for us to throw this away yet? Let's maybe just start and slow it down a little bit. Just be a little bit more sensible. I mean, we're being relatively sensible anyway, but there we go. We'll give him a concentrate when we can. We don't need to see that again. Just make sure we see it out, please, boys. I'm assuming Lyon has hung on against PAOK, unless there's some late drama in Greece, but I wouldn't have imagined so. Is there going to be late drama here? Oh, there just might be, you know. It's a penalty or a foul? If this is a penalty, then we get nervous, don't we? It can only be... It's Jonathan Tah again. I tell you, he gave away a penalty against Middlesbrough. He's missed headers from set-piece situations, and has he given away another penalty? I'm assuming he has. He has. We'll give it a show some passion. This is going to make it nervy. There's still 3 minutes to go here. Can Lafont save us, perhaps? Come on. Oh, we've thought it's one. And have we... Oh, Lafont, should he have saved that? Should he have saved that? Let's give it a concentrate. Should he have saved it? Oh, he got a hand to it, it looks like. All right, come on, boys. Calm down, calm down. Let's just see this out. Bernard, we've got men on the edge of the area here. He's gone into the middle, and is that it? Blow it up, ref, in your own time. Pennington's done really well there. Just keep possession. Bernard... I know you're on a hat-trick, mate, but we need... Oh, that's, what a little move past the defender. Can we get to that? Yes, we can. Kenny, in for... Okay, let's blow this up now, please, ref. Let's blow it up. We're doing an excellent job of keeping possession, but I'd rather we just blow it up. Bernard, in for Richarlison. It's a good pass. Oh, he looked to square it for Cooke. Couldn't quite find it. And there it is. It was tighter than it would have been, or should have been in the end, but... From 3-0 up, we hang on. We cling on to a 3-2 win. But that just about... we'll say it's a good win. But, yeah. But, yeah, that should just about see us through the group now. We would need 1 point with PAOK to play. And if we can't get that done, then you'd be annoyed, wouldn't you? But we have Lyon at home, of course, next up. That could be a top of the group clash, couldn't it? If whoever wins that will... Assuming that everything goes to form, whoever wins that should then go on and top the group. Of course, if Lyon won it, they would mathematically have already topped the group. Anyway, guys, wait right there. We've got West Brom in the league coming up next. Okay, welcome back. We're at West Brom right now at the Hawthorns. And as I said, this isn't as easy a game as you would initially think it is, because they're a point ahead of us. Only a point ahead of us, but ahead of us nonetheless. Let's have a look at the team that we are sending out for this game. Now, the one thing I did want to... I people ask, and I've been trying to remember to do it, training. As you would expect, we've done a little bit of defensive training after the end of that last game, between the 2 games here. So hopefully we'll see a benefit of that here and, keep a clean sheet would be nice. Just too many errors coming in lately. But this is the team that we're expecting them to play 4-4-2, but once again, a lack of centre-backs means that we're going to stick with this. We did play relatively well last time. So Lafont in goal, Digne, Tar, Pennington and Kenny as a back 4. Berg and Canete come into midfield. Raphinha comes in along with Sergio Gomez and Richarlison, and Terry Cooke goes up top as well. We've sort of got a combination of fatigued players and players that we're trying to keep fresh as well, so they don't become match fatigued. They are going 4-4-2. Davie Selke not quite ready for this one, which is why we didn't put him in. Let's just say go out there, relax. The result will come. Some passionate, we have faith. And yeah, I mean, he couldn't really not start Terry Cooke because he came on last game, didn't he? And he looked so much better than what Calvert-Lewin did up there. So we'll go with him. Lewin's on the bench if we need to make a change. We've got Vlasic out for Gomez. That's similar sort of player. So hopefully that will work out okay. I sort of think that Gomez is more of a passer, with Vlasic is more direct, more of a runner. Oh, just over the bar from Tar. Hey, that rhymes. So slightly different players in the number 10 role, perhaps, but quality nonetheless. And the other major, Canete and Davies, we tend to rotate them anyway, if not play them together. I just wanted to rest Axel Witsel for this one. Pennington's there. Mainly because he's got caught up to the Belgian team. So he's probably going to be playing international football, so we'll give him this one off. And Sanderberg's quality. Raphinha, there's a great ball for... Oh, what a save that is. Great ball for Gomez. And unlucky we didn't open the scoring there. Can we do something from this corner? Tar went close last time. We've gone short-ish this time. There's Raphinha. Raphinha walks it in. Oh, it's blocked behind for another corner. Unlucky for Raphinha. Come on, boys. We do really need to start winning these sorts of games. The teams around us. Traditionally, West Brom isn't a team that we would consider to be one of those around us, but look at the league table. We're not that early in the season anymore, so they've got to be starting to be considered an actual, actual league competitive team this year. So, yeah, I'd love to get a win away from home here. Canete, ball in. Terry Cooke can't win that. And are we going to find ourselves just ever so slightly outnumbered here? We do have a little bit of pace in defence, though Pennington isn't as quick as the other guys. Oh, it's a good ball, and it's a good goal as well. Angel Di Maria, what is he doing at West Brom? Oh, no, we find ourselves behind yet again, against a team that is in the top 6 or 7. Good counter-attacking goal. Stunning ball from Mason. What's Mason Greenwood doing there as well? How? It's funny sometimes, isn't it? You look at these teams and you just think they've just got themselves together. A nice little... Now, is Greenwood on loan there, or is he actually signed? He is on loan. Okay, so that makes a little bit more sense. All right, let's go attacking. Let's maybe shorten the passing, raise the tempo, and we'll go a bit more expressive as well, since we're behind. Let's give it a demand more, perhaps. It's been an even game. I think we're maybe a little bit unlucky to be behind, but neither team has created too much. Most of our chances have come from corners, haven't they? So, albeit one just over the bar and the Richarlison one that really could have gone anywhere. We'll get aggressive. I'm not happy with that. Come on, boys. We just need to be doing better, don't we? Yeah, I get the feeling that our Everton team here, we're just kind of stagnating. We're sort of we've been finishing top 4. I mean, last year could easily have gone the other way and we would have finished just outside. I just feel like we're not quite taking that next step up from top 4 contender to, actual league challenger. And I don't know if it's maybe that I'm buying the wrong sort of players. Oh, that's poor. That is just poor. We've got away with it there. Lafont has saved us. Yeah, so I mean, we're mid-injury crisis right now. We're missing three decent defenders. Selke not quite fit for this one as well, as I said. But we just don't seem to be creating much. Let's take it off, exploit the flanks perhaps. Take it off, work the ball into the box. We're going to have to counter press and get stuck in now. I don't really want to play any higher line. because we've seen that they are trying to get in behind us where they can. Can we win that? We can with Pennington. Here's Canete. He's been quiet. I mean, we've all been quiet so far. Kenny in for Berg, in for Sergio Gomez, in for Terry Cooke. This is looking nice. Raphinha. It's a good ball out there for Digne. Can he get across in? He can. It's Raphinha. Oh, it's off the post. Oh, and again. It's one of those slide tackles that you're almost better off just not making. Let them try and do something with it. Unlucky there, wasn't it? Yeah, I mean, all the slide tackle really achieved was putting the ball out of play. So I do wonder. Here's Canete. He is a bit of a free kick whiz. That's a shocker, though. All right, we need to change something here. What can we change? Do we go two up top, perhaps? We could do that. Take Gomez off, or take a midfielder off anyway, and look to go two up top. We wouldn't necessarily be outnumbered. That's a decent ball for Terry Cooke. He can get onto it. Go on, Terry. Go on, Terry. Oh, good save again. Sam Johnson is at their goalkeeper. We just can't quite find the back of the net here, can we? Can we do something from the corner? Canete knocks it in. It's back post. It's headed away, though. And this is how they scored their first goal. They're not going to score a second like that, though. And another corner. Canete again knocks it in, headed away. Raphinha's there. We need a little bit of magic from someone. Canete, second time asking. Terry Cooke! There it is! We have looked relatively threatening from set pieces all game, and finally it was scrappy. But we did get the goal in the end, and that is what we like to see. Let's give it a demand more. Let's give it a concentrate, I think, here. We'll keep going attacking, but it was scrappy, wasn't it? It was scrappy, but we'll take it. Yeah, do we want to change anything now, or do we just want to kind of keep going? The thing is, they haven't done too much, have they? They scored that one goal in the counter-attack. They haven't done too much else. Digne looks for Raphinha, back post, but no one's there. Terry Cooke picks that up. It's a decent-ish attempt of a pass, but didn't quite have enough on it. What's happening here? I mean, the thing is, were they sitting back on their lead, and now they're going to come at us, and we're going to find ourselves a little bit outnumbered here. Digne's there to pick that up. Sensible decisions, boys. There we go. Oh, we're going to get to that. We are through Richarlison. Good desire to get to that, actually. Richarlison in for Terry Cooke. He's got runners. We've got men in the middle. Can he square it? Raphinha! Oh, he's got himself! Maybe fair enough, but you've got to score from that situation if you don't pass, don't you? This is maybe a little bit of danger here for us. We've blocked the first attempt across. Second ball comes in. Digne's there. Hacks it clear. Pennington's picked that up. What is Pennington doing out there? He's a cracking ball for Terry Cooke. Surely, square it, mate. Back. Oh, we couldn't find the ball to the back post. Come on, boys. We're putting good pressure on them. It's really opened up the game. What is that? Is that Pennington? What's he done? No. Oh, Font has saved us. Pennington. Maybe let's just back this off a little bit. From the corner. Get this clear, please. Boys, it's headed clear. I think it was her head anyway. Second, it looked like they maybe just punched it clear. Ball comes in, the back post offside. Lucky boys. It is offside, yeah. I was going to say, the linesman had his flag up. Let's try demand more. How offside was it? It was pretty offside. Alright, let's maybe make some late subs here. What do we want to do? I mean, we're not playing too badly. Pennington's not having his best game, though. Is there like a fresh leg option? I don't even necessarily think there's that much we want to change. Let's just leave it. I don't want to settle for a draw, but the way the game's going, if we go for it, I feel like we're just as likely to concede on the counter-attack as we are to score. Here goes Richarlison with runners. That's a good ball for Raphinha! Oh, it's a cracking shot. Just at the keeper, though. Couldn't quite find its way to the back of the net. Can't do a shout just yet. Alright, from the corner. We have looked dangerous from these set pieces. Canete, another decent ball in, but that one's headed clear. Raphinha should get to that. Does do so. Can he find a teammate? Sensible decisions. Again, boys, that's a foul. And can we give a shout of... What would the shout be if we can give one? Oh, this is dangerous. What are we doing? That's decent enough in the end from Pennington. Alright, come on, boys. Is there one last something that we have to give here? Kenny and Pennington exchanging passes. Let's maybe just move this up the field, boys. There we go. Good ball. Raphinha turns into space again. He goes wide for Richarlison. Is he going to get to it? He can. There's time if we're good enough. We're not good enough, though. Or are we good enough? Here we go. Second chance for Richarlison. In for Canete. Look at Digne in space. Gomez. Gomez goes wide. This is a good chance for Kenny. Squares it. Oh, unlucky. Good defending there, to be fair. And is that the game? Let's blow it up now, ref, please. There it is. Well, let me know what you think in the comments. I think a draw. Is it fair? I feel like we shaded it, to be honest. But then equally, our goalkeeper did play quite well. What do we say? Unlucky? We'll go unlucky. It's one of those, it could have gone either way, so in the end the draw is probably fair. And if we look at it on the sort of the context of the season, as I said, they are a good team. It's a shame we couldn't have overtaken them there, but it's still early days, only 13 games played. I'm maybe getting a little bit down here, but we have lost more ground there to Liverpool, haven't we? 9 points behind them now, which isn't ideal. Anyway, guys, that's it for today. I hope you have a great Easter, and we will be back on Tuesday. We'll come back for the end of the Champions League group, I think. We'll assume that we can beat PAOK without you. We beat them 6-0 at home, so we should be able to get the job done there. And what we'll do is we'll come back for West Ham in the league, who are 15th. They're better than Huddersfield, aren't they? Yeah. So we'll come back for West Ham in the league, and then we'll come back for the final group game against Lyon, which should determine, all things being equal, it should determine top of the group, unless we do something stupid like lose to PAOK. Anyway, guys, I've been Aussie Villain. Thank you so much for watching. If you have enjoyed that, do make sure you hit the thumbs up button. Helps people find the videos, and it's very, very appreciative of by myself. And of course, if you are new to the channel, welcome. Make sure that you are subscribing and ring the bell so you know when I upload new videos. But until next time, guys, I've been Aussie Villain. Thank you so much for watching, and here are our best goals from October. Take care.